everybody, and welcome back to my garden. I am Ashley and I'm gardening here in Sacramento, California, Zone 9B, and I'm really excited about the project today. We are going to be potting up Japanese maples for our patio, and as you can see behind me, and this doesn't even cover it, I'll show you where we're going to be putting the pots, but essentially, I have a lot of concrete area around where we have a beautiful dining table, a place to eat, and in the afternoon it actually gets really beautiful shade. So it's a really nice place to be, but it's a lot of concrete, and we have these brick pillars here also along our back. So I wanted to pot up some Japanese maples. I have 2 blood goods and an Emperor 1, and I've kind of just slowly been collecting them over the last several months from different garden areas where when I see a good deal, I snag one up. And so I have 3 today, and I have finally found more of the urns. So at Green Acres, I managed to purchase one of the Amalfi collection style urns, and I love it and it's beautiful, and I went back to buy more and they didn't have any. And it has been such a struggle to find affordable aged terracotta. I managed to find this one behind me. We won't be using this one today, but I actually got this off of Facebook Marketplace, so that has been an enormous resource. But for this particular potting collection, I wanted them to be the same pot, so I couldn't use this one because this was just a one-off. So I managed to find a Green Acres that actually had more of that Amalfi style urn pots. So we're going to be using those today, and I hope that it's going to add some nice height and dimension and airiness and beautiful foliage to this kind of super basic concrete area, which I'm going to swing the camera around and show you all in just a moment. So, and I'll show you the trees that I've collected as well, and we'll get started. We'll get to potting. All right, let's do this. Okay, so these are the pots that I have, and then this is one of the blood goods that's going to go inside, and another blood good, and then the Emperor 1 right there. So hopefully this will add some good airiness and whimsy. And let me grab my hori, put my hair up because it's hot as always, and then we'll get down to business. Okay, hair's up, gloves are on, hori knife attained. This is one of my favorite things to use in the garden, by the way. This is like a catch-all wonderful tool if you guys don't already have one. This is just a regular like $20 one off of Amazon, and really incredibly good quality. I so recommend it. If you guys haven't already gotten one, do yourself a favor, treat yourself, get yourself one. I'm going to be opening up these bags, and you're going to see that my real talent in life is making things look a lot harder than they actually are. So let's go. In every pot, I'm putting in a good portion of this slow release organic fertilizer. Because even though I feed them frequently, or at least I try to, this will add good nutrients for a long time. It's also important to note that you don't want to add soil above the line where the soil already exists coming up to the trunk of the tree. So you want to just respect that, fill in around it, but don't elevate, don't put more of the trunk than previously was in the soil. And you know, it can be a little bit difficult when it comes to standing them upright. But my advice is, if it's a real problem, like add a bamboo pole or something and tie it on so that you can add better structure to it to help support it and keep it upright while it roots in where you want it to go. But just do your best you can. This is the time to really get it upright before it kind of, you know, before you're kind of stuck. So I would just make sure you're not adding more soil above the trunk line, and do the best you can to get it upright so that when it roots in, it's where you want it to be. All right, let's do our last one. And you always want to make sure that you're watering them in really well afterwards, so that if there are any pockets of air, we are eliminating those and our Japanese maples can get off to the best start possible. All right, and here we have the finished product. Beautiful Japanese maples planted in aged terracotta that are going to age even more beautifully to a wonderful patina. And I think it really softens this patio area from just big concrete jungle area and a lot of brick to beautiful leafy foliage. All right, thank you everybody for joining me and getting this done today. I had so much fun putting these together. I've been looking forward to doing this for a long time. It just took me a while to find the pots and the trees. And one other thing that I would like to share with you that I learned through this process is when you're looking for trees, or you know, like at the garden center for instance, these Japanese maples were actually on sale. They had a sale for the 2-gallon pots, and they 2-gallon pots, you know, they usually are much shorter, but sometimes the garden center doesn't pot up trees the way that they should or on schedule. So when I saw that the 2-gallon trees were on sale for $48 for the blood goods, I immediately started sifting through and just checking to see if any of the taller ones happened to still be in the 2-gallon. And I did get super lucky, and I got 2 of these trees that are, they're taller than me, especially in the urns now. But I got 2 of them for $48, and they should have been, they were actually the size of the trees of the 5 gallons. So it's worth like wading through and looking and seeing, because it's quite the price difference when you're buying a smaller container Japanese maple compared to a larger one, because they grow really slowly, which makes them a great patio tree. Like I got a lot of time in here before I need to move them out. So that's one of the reasons that I chose them. I love the lacy foliage. I love just the airiness of the branches. They're absolutely beautiful, and they check all the boxes, but they grow really slowly. So I don't really have to worry about potting them up for quite a while. usually you do need to spend more money if you want a bigger Japanese maple, because money is time with Japanese maples. You know, this tree clearly takes a lot more time to grow. This is several years old. I don't know, honestly, compared to like a one that's in a 2 gallon, that's much shorter, 3 or 4 feet, is going to be probably years younger than one of these. So look for, when you see sales on the smaller gallons, look to see if there's any that they missed that they should have potted up into the next gallon size but missed, and see if you can get them at that less expensive, smaller pricing. So anyway, that's my advice. I learned that lesson. I feel like I got these for a steal. Especially compared to this one. This one was actually my more expensive tree, and it was in the 7 gallon container, which wasn't a bad price either. It was Costco, but these were definitely a much better bargain. So anyway, good luck. I hope I inspired you to add some foliage to your patio. I would love to see what you guys are doing on your patios. I would love to see your ideas and what you guys have going on. I love to be inspired by all of you guys. I love giving and sharing ideas and things that we've learned. I love being a part of this community. So reach out, leave me messages, tell me what you enjoyed about this, and if it inspired you, and also share with me images and videos and photos of your patios and your garden areas. I love to see your gardens. So yeah, please share and join me next time.